Everyone's needs change from time to time. In a fast-changing world, sometimes even non-disabled people cannot even keep on track. What more with persons with disabilities or PWDs? How will they compete in a world mostly designed not for them? The Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, which the Philippines belong, has been consistently prioritizing the promotion and protection of the rights of PWDs. Further, it has formulated the ASEAN Enabling Master Plan 2025, which harmonizes its community vision in mainstreaming the rights of persons with disabilities across its three pillars, namely the ASEAN Political Security Community, or APSC, the ASEAN Economic Community, or AEC, and the ASEAN Sociocultural Community, or ASCC. Over the years, the ASEAN Enabling Master Plan 2025 has been the blueprint of the government, various groups and organizations that have made their best efforts in making the rights real for PWDs.
The ASEAN Enabling Master Plan is a document that implements in the ASEAN sub-region and alongside with the Asia-Pacific framework in Trans-Strategic Framework in the Asia-Pacific, it implements the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability. Because of the commitment of the leaders in the ASEAN, which the Philippines is included, the ASEAN Enabling Master Plan will somehow inspire government members of ASEAN to actually and fast-track the implementation of the fulfillment of the rights of people with disability. Not only the promotion and protection and respect of the rights of people with disability, but it is important, the fulfillment of the obligation. The promotion of the ASEAN Enabling Master Plan as far as NCDA strategies would be in the area of policy formulation and program development and advocacy. NCDA is mandated by its Executive Order 709 and other related laws to lead in the formulation of policies, plans, programs, and development, and also lead in the implementation of projects and programs for persons with disability. NCDA is also mandated to come up with research data or data banking on areas where people with disability should be engaged and the data profile of persons with disability in partnership with other government agencies. NCDA is also mandated to advocate the delivery of services and the implementation of policy, including formulation of plans and policies for implementation by government agencies. We're also mandated to establish organizations of persons with disability as self-help groups and come up with business activities for their self-reliance. No? Basically, we also would like to monitor implementation of laws related to disabilities in this country.
Okay, so my name is Jennifer Garcia. I'm the PIDAO head of the province of Pangasinan. And as a person with disability, I'm also an advocate for the rights and welfare of the persons with disabilities. As they say, the more people advocating for a cause, particularly for the rights of persons with disabilities, the more that the authority will take action to this. So I guess not only the organizations of persons with disabilities, but also the meaningful participation of the CSOs can also be very helpful. So I think it's very relevant that the OPDs or the organizations of persons with disabilities will really involve in advocating for the mainstreaming of the rights of persons with disabilities. Well, we have these specific barriers like the environmental barriers, the physical structures, the unavailability of the accessibility features of the infrastructures, for example, the offices, wherein the person with disabilities are needing access to the different services, particularly in the government. And at the same time, we also have these institutional barriers, wherein there are some policies which are not inclusive. I think it is really relevant or very important to consider for us to have our policies, disability frameworks to be more inclusive for not only for the persons with disabilities, but I think it also relevant that it would be inclusive to all vulnerable groups. And another is, of course, the attitudinal barrier of the people on how they see the people with disabilities. So I think those are the main reasons why until now the community the community of persons with disabilities still experienced a lot of challenges for them not to be mainstream in the society. What the good thing about the ASEAN Enabling Master Plan is this disability framework is also inspired the UNCRPD. And what matters to this is the involvement of the three pillars, not only on not only the social services addressing or taking actions to the concerns of the person with disabilities, but also on the economic and political pillars. They're also involved in addressing the rights, or the concerns of the persons with disabilities. To our government, on behalf of my fellow persons with disabilities, we thank you for your efforts in providing us a meaningful life, empowering us to become more productive and living independently in the community. Although we still ask your support to sustain this program and services, and we also hope that you allow us to be part of these activities, like for example in planning, implementation, and even in the monitoring and evaluation of these projects, because as they say, nothing about us without us. And for my fellow persons with disabilities, let us not lose hope. Let us look at our situation as a blessing to us. For through this disability, with this disability or limitation that we have also a mission for us to be a contributor and an advocate in our community. Hand in hand, together with the government and other stakeholders, let us do our best and share our knowledge and skills for the empowerment of the persons with disabilities, for us to have an inclusive society or community. Thank you.
As this year registered person with disability in Valenzuela City, we have 20,599 issued for PWD ID with the booklet. We extend the validity for 5 years so that their PWD clients will be hassle-free, even their family. Our mayor approved that the validity will be 5 years. We put that in our ordinance.
In Valenzuela City, we have unique programs and services like home care support services mandated by Disability NCR. They have we institutionalizing home care support services for persons with disability and senior citizens. We have as of now 500 plus special case clients like bedridden, cerebral palsy, and indigent persons with disability clients. We give go bags. Go bag included diaper, hygiene kit, medicines, and other needs of persons with disability.
During pandemic, we serve the care bags for the person with disability who cannot able to go out. They need like the milk, medicine, even the NGT tube, and other medical kit.
And also, we provided medical staff to monitor their health services while in the evacuation person on street, and we provide medical intervention. We service them to National Center for Mental Health to provide psychiatric intervention when we rescue them on the streets. And then we also have shelters to cater persons with disability like Bahay Kanlungan. If the migrant or persons with disability on the street, we cater them and we integrate them to their family through the help of our shelter and registered social worker handling their cases. In Valenzuela City, we assure that all persons with disability valued and served well by making more programs and services, inclusive programs and services for them and also for their family. We also targeted communities and organized groups to support persons with disability. With the help of our CSWD and PIDAW and barangay officials, we support persons with disabilities.
In addition, here in Valenzuela, that the person with disability and their family are not left behind in practicing and giving them good service.
I am Zaldi C. Aguinaldo, Private Secretary 1, under the leadership of the Honorable Leonardo C. Patung of the Municipality of Baggao, Cagayan. The local government unit of Baggao ensures the integration of the person with disability in the mainstream of the society. First, we have the education. The local government unit provide financial assistance to PWD learners. Partnership with the non-government organizations and government organizations in the enrollment of PWD for non-formal education. Test the courses training to enhance the capacity of PWD of earning and independent living. Second, medical. The local government unit provide financial assistance to medical need and interventions, promote activity on disability prevention and physical restoration in collaboration with institutions providing services to PWD welfare. Third, we have the livelihood. PWD are encouraged to enroll in livelihood trainings, after which are provided with tools and starter kits to sustain livelihood program for themselves through collaboration with the Department of Labor and Employment. Number 4, we have employment. The local government unit of Baggao accepts PWD to be a part of the workforce of the organization. And lastly, we have the physical rehabilitation. Establish Stimulation and Therapeutic Activity Center or the STAC for the early intervention in the development of the care of CV children, brain stroke, and orthopedic recovery of accident victims, addressing the concern of poor families of the high cost of physical therapy sessions in the hospitals. Those are some of the programs that the local government unit support to PWD in the municipality. My dear friends, like the municipality of Baggao, through the leadership of the Honorable Leonardo C. Patung, MD, we encourage you also to fully support our persons with disability. Though they are disabled, but they also contribute to the success and progress of our municipality.
My name is Antonio D. Llanes Jr. and I am the Executive Director of ATRIB. ATRIB stands for Adaptive Technology for Rehabilitation, Integration, and Empowerment of the Visually Impaired. Actually, ATRIB is an IT center for the blind, or meaning information technology, but now we usually say information communication technology. So Achieve is an IT school for the blind, and our mission is to achieve a fully inclusive society for persons with visual impairment and for other disability. And our mission is to provide programs, projects, services, and training for the empowerment and inclusion of visually impaired persons and also persons with other disabilities. One of our pride is the digital business basics. These are for people who wants to go to enter the world of business or to conduct a business of their own. Being an entrepreneur, maximizing the opportunities of the potentials of digital technology. So for that course, of course, we also have the basics. First, that they must learn the basics, but they have a choice again whether they will be using Windows for PC or Android for a mobile device, because different people from different localities, sometimes they have the cell phones for Android, but they don't have the regular computer, the laptop or the PC. So they have a choice, and then they are taught for the basic, the productivity tools, and including the use of digital platforms to sell their products, to market their products, like the use of multimedia like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, to market their product. And we also teach them to use digital platforms for payment options, like receiving payments, or your GCash or Paymaya or other digital payment options, or digital cash, something like that. And then part of the training also is the delivery options. So they are taught how to use maybe Lazada or Shopee, and they can create their own account and use that platform for them to sell their products or even to their services. And part of that again is the financial literacy training program, where they are taught to manage their funds well, and see to it that they will earn. Now, last part of the training is for them to create a business plan. So that business plan, they really have to fill up all the things that are necessary just to ensure that their sales forecasts are achieved, and they can meet their the profit margin, just for them to be sure that they are doing the right thing. Their products or their services are doable, viable, and profitable. And after a successful business plan, that the process is they go to some sort of presentation, wherein we invite panelists so to hear or to listen to check their business plan, and if they passes that screening, or the panelists, they will be granted with cash financial grant, not less than 3,000 and not more than 5,000, and that will be used to jumpstart their business. So that is a grant, meaning they don't have to pay for it. They can just start their business, but they are also required to come up with financial and narrative reports, including photos or pictures just to prove that their business is going well. By the way, I forgot to say that part of the course also for those who enrolled. By the way, this course is open for blind, visually impaired, orthopedically handicapped, deaf, and even psychosocial or persons or learners with developmental disability. And what I'm saying is they are also taught to create their own videos using like Filmora, so that they will be able to come up with their videos selling their products or their services. Also, there is a part of the course wherein they are taught for live selling. And another thing about our Pride is we are trying to come up with the LMS, the Learning Management System, wherein everything is automized. And then we are also creating a platform wherein they can, post their products and services, and it can be linked to other digital selling platforms, again, like Lazada or Shopee, and among other things. So that is our Pride, the digital business basic training course, digital entrepreneurship. We have also an open employment program. So we usually recommend qualified persons with disability in regular companies, whether on-site or online. But I would say to everyone, including public and private institutions, why don't you try to hire persons with disability? We can help you, make them productive in your office workplaces, of course. And for as long as you give an equal opportunity and reasonable accommodation and a careful and correct job matching, I'm telling everyone in the public that persons with disability can perform the job well, and can also be achiever. And diversifying the workforce, it's a very productive and create a positive impact in your corporate image.
I am Gil Carlos Monteclaro, presently assigned at the Station Operation Division under Operations Department, with the position of Transport Operations Services Chief.
Hi, this is Willie Bongkaron from Station Operations Division. I'm currently the OIC, Officer in Charge of this division. I am with LRTA since the year 2000. Our PWDs would require conveyances. So since the start of our operations in 2003, we've already provided conveyances, basically elevators and escalators. So along the way, when we expanded up to the present, we already have about 77 working escalators and 40 working elevators. So basically, those are our way of saying that PWDs we can serve PWDs. Add to this would be
Yes, and then also being the government institution, our structure is designed in compliance with the building code, which requires the PWD rounds for PWD, lift for elevators. Same time, the elevators also have the components of tactiles and of rails. In the station presently visible, can be used by passengers. Same time, our ticket booths issues discount for the PWDs. Right first to senior citizens, and all windows can cater those passengers. And then we have a service gate for those unable to use the automatic gates or tripod for the wheel, those persons with disability under or using the wheelchairs. At the same time, up to the platform area, you can use the elevators. And also at the platform area, we provided a special boarding area. That special boarding area is for senior citizens, PWDs, at the same time those pregnant passengers or including those with small children. We provided also bench and at the same time where there is a standby wheelchair in case of emergency.
Add to that would be, we have special PWD common rooms for the need of the PWDs.
For our passengers, especially those persons with disability, LRT is here to serve you. You can use or ride the LRTA very convenient and safe through your destination, and then we will continue providing our service in our future extension. There is we assure you that your needs and expectations with us, we can deliver it to you. That's it.
To our PWD brothers and sisters, we encourage you to avail of our services because, as we have said, LRT strives to be inclusive in its function to serve the general public. We will strive to give our 100% the best of our ability, so that your ride would be a memorable one and an enjoyable one.
I am Dr. Raul Michael Sembrano, currently the Chief of the Department of Rehabilitation Medicine at the Philippine Orthopedic Center. The Department of Rehabilitation Medicine at the Philippine Orthopedic Center caters to a lot of conditions, especially musculoskeletal and neurologic, that will need or require rehabilitation. We have, in fact, in our system, a full range of complements for the persons with disability to access to. Example, we have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech, even the prosthetics and orthotics laboratory, and we also have psychological interventions as included for especially for people with mobility problems, with orthopedics and neurologic conditions. In terms of access to healthcare, through the use of PhilHealth, the ZMOR packages, of which the Philippine Orthopedic Center is also being contracted. We are able to provide the needs of our patients with disability. We also need to highlight that the fact that the Philippine Orthopedic Center Department of Rehabilitation Medicine also ensures social rehabilitation and at least a part of vocational rehabilitation, so that persons with disability admitted in this hospital or somewhere or the other is capable of earning some form of money to assist them in their daily needs. The Philippine Orthopedic Center, likewise, is also a center of excellence in terms of robotics, of which we are currently envisioning through the use of PhilHealth and the Manasakit program. The access to health care for persons with disabilities gradually increased here in the Philippine Orthopedic Center. We in fact have used the Manasakit to help patients at least cover some of their expenses in terms of rehabilitation. As we all know, it is geared towards the universal health care.
Good day everyone. I am Dr. Maria Teresita Yupangan, Public Schools District Supervisor at Schools Division Office, Valenzuela. At present, I am the Administrator of Valenzuela Special Education Center, now Valenzuela Inclusive Learning Resource Center. Valenzuela Inclusive Learning Resource Center offers allied medical services like occupational therapy program, speech language therapy program, and physical therapy program for our learners with disabilities. We also offer special education program like the Early Intervention Program, the Bridge Program, and Transition Program for our learners with disabilities. So we have allied medical services and special education program. Facilities we have occupational therapy room, we have the sensory integration room, we also have the isolation room. We also have the physical therapy room, we have the land base and the water base, where we provide aqua therapy program for our learners with disabilities. We also have 2 speech language pathology rooms for our learners who are undergoing speech therapy sessions. We also have rooms for early intervention program like the kinder room and the play room. Under the BRICS program, we have the resource room and we have the functional academic rooms. We also have the rooms for transition program where we make use of the packages based on the K-12 transition curriculum framework. Our vision here is to develop our learners with disabilities to become productive members of society. So we train them to be functionally literate and holistically developed individuals. For those learners who could not enter the world of work outside Basket, we provide several workshops for them so they will become productive members and they also could become entrepreneurs someday. So we also help and collaborate with other non-governmental organizations so they could help us find work for our learners who are ready to face the world of work.
Some things never change. But through this Enabling Master Plan 2025, PWDs are not persons with disabilities. They are people with dreams. A dream to have a people-oriented and people-centered ASEAN community.